I've got my tea, I've got my water and my honey here, so I've got to choose. Oh, no, I didn't like that one. I've got to choose. Oh, the same one came up again. Hi everyone, hello. Yes, I've still got one biscuit. One biscuit. Well, Charlotte, that's nice. Grape juice is fine. It's fine. Hi, everyone. Hi. Right, okay. Oh, why is this attached now? Oh, typical, isn't it? So it's rose. The tea is rose. Hello, everyone. Hello. Put that in there. Oh, that was hot. Look. Give it a stir. Give it a stir. Oh, happy birthday, Stella. And happy Mother's Day to everyone if you are, well, and even if you're not celebrating Mother's Day, happy Mother's Day. Hi, Pat. Right. Oh, everybody was already sending messages. It's wonderful. Hi, Karen. Happy birthday, Karen. Oh dear. Thank you. Yeah, that's the bag we made in January. And I am sad to say I am still on the same row. But I have been working on other things. So yeah. Oh well, I'll have some more time this week to work on this again. So there we go. That's how it goes, you know. I have to, if I'm filming things, those things then come first so I can get it filmed and things like that. So, well, Ruth, happy belated birthday. I'm fine, thank you, Alaska. I'm fine. Yes, I know. This is it, Suzanne. This is it. With a blanket like this, you definitely have to sort of, you know, bite through it almost, because yes, those rows do get so much longer. Although I have to admit I am doing okay with it. Okay, it's still going okay because I've got your encouragement. See, that happens. You know, that helps so much to have the encouragement of you know, of making something big like this, you see, because if we know that otherwise, you know, all the other people are making it as well and you're expecting me to make it, there is a little bit of, I would say, healthy pressure, you know, a little bit of healthy pressure to get you to do it and to get you to get it finished, right? Yes, so yes, Layla is sleeping right there. She was on my lap earlier. Yes, I have a shrug and a cocoon and all kinds of things. I have various ponchos. I have the campfire cardigan. I have, yeah, go and have, I think I've called it crochet clothing. I think there is a playlist. Crochet clothing, I think, and in there are some few things that I've made. A cocoon is, yeah, it's just a cocoon cardigan. It's one of those squares that you then take together here, and then you've got the sleeves. Yeah, so it's not Mother's Day in the UK today, but it is in Europe, or in Belgium at least. So, you know, I've seen a lot of people wishing each other a happy birthday. Even my daughter sort of sent me a message saying, happy Belgian, happy birthday. Even my daughter said happy Mother's Day, you know, happy Belgian Mother's Day. So that was quite fun. So I guess, you know, because everybody's noticing it on Facebook that, you know, if you have friends in other countries, they're celebrating Mother's Day at other times. So they're just wishing everybody Mother's Day greetings. So I think it's nice to, you know, to know what's going on in other countries because we never used to. Oh, that's great, Fiona. And, you know, yeah, so today also in Belgium, in Antwerp, they celebrate Mother's Day on the 15th of August. So, you know, there's another day. Why not? Why not celebrate whenever we can, right? Because it's always, I've got that bit of hair there, because it's always good to just to pay a little bit of attention to, you know, the mothers of the world, you know, your own mother. Just think back on them, just have a little, you know, consideration for them, you know. You know, like with birthdays, you know, why not just, yeah, whenever, you know. Don't, you know, what I'm trying to say is, if there is a reason to celebrate, or if there isn't a reason to just, you know, make it a special day, why not, eh? Yes, Julie, that's exactly right. Oh my goodness, I'm getting so many words wrong today. Happy birthday, I said, and it should have been Happy Mother's Day. Anyway. Oh well, I'm trying to read as well as talk, which doesn't really work. Anyway, so I think Karen is here as well. Are you? I delivered her a present this afternoon because she complained the other day. Oh, thank you, Amy. She complained the other day that she didn't have a mug. So I drove past her house and I dropped off a mug. So now, actually, no, she didn't get biscuits because I only have one left. I didn't make enough, did I? Last night, and I know he's watching, obviously. Last night, Derek sat here with the tin and he was going, taking one, eating one, taking one. And I was like, hang on a minute. So I had to save 2 biscuits for myself. I've got 2 left. Look. He was just like, underneath the videos you can buy the mugs, okay? So yes, I'll have half of one because of course it's difficult to eat and talk, but yeah. So look, they've got little lavender specks in them because it's got, yeah, lavender. Anyway. They were really nice. And because the lavender had been in the sugar for quite a long time. Those 2 biscuits. Oh, those 2 biscuits, I had to guard those with my life. I forgot to plug in the microphone. Better. Sorry about that. Yeah, the biscuits that are in the tin there, I had to go earlier. He was like, "You got a biscuit? You got a biscuit?" I said, "No." He said, but I'm sure there's some in. Yeah, there is some in there. They're for during the live. Anyway, he had plenty last night. He was going, eating them. So no, I should have doubled the recipe. But I thought, you know, by doing it that way, I had it just enough for the stone thing, and that's fine, you know. So it was quite easy for me to make those, and it was just enough really for the live episode, you know. But yeah, they're gone. So yeah, I might next time I might make more, but we'll see how it goes. But I'm going to have to come up with my scone recipe. So I have got a couple of recipes, I think, so I'm just going to have to look at which one I'm going to be making. And then we shall be making scones. I know, Amy, he would not have... Annie. Oh my goodness. Yes, well, when biscuits are still hot, they are particularly better than when they're cold. So I can understand he ate the whole batch. Yeah. Normally he's like, oh, I'm not sort of that, I'm not a sweet person. I don't like sweet. But those biscuits went down a treat last night, I tell you. I had to save those two. Oh dear. Yeah. That's the problem, isn't it? That's why I very often, when it's something is cooling down, I just have to walk away from it. And generally I've got some crochet to do, so I'll take it out of the oven and you know, I'll walk away, and then I'll come back into the kitchen, and then I'm like, oh, there we are. There's some cake there. Oh, that's the best thing to do. Just walk away from it. Dutch butter cake. Oh, that sounds nice. Right, so hi everyone who's just joined. So I do hope you like my logo that I made. So I'm going to be using that one for the lives for Sunday evening. So the big ball of yarn with my head on it. And thank you so very much for helping me in the design phase, because I designed something, and you know, I posted it in the Facebook group. Sorry, my microphone fell. I posted it in the Facebook group, and you know, because I was like, oh, is it okay? You know, do you like it? Blah, you know, because you make something and you don't sort of, you know, because you think you like it, but you never know how other people think of it. And of course, yes, I mean, I had the crochet hook with the hook side on my face, which wasn't sort of, yeah. And then somebody said, flip it round so that the hook is not near your face. And wow, it's just so much better. So yeah, I really like it now. I added a few little details, and oh, how wonderful that people helped me doing that. So you've all helped me make my new thingy. Oh, when I was typing that, I just couldn't think of the word. So yeah, I'm really pleased that I've got you to help me do things like that. So ja, een boterkoek met een kopje thee erbij. Lekker. Boterkoek. Is that like cake or is it a biscuit? Because do I know boterkoeken? Do we know boterkoeken in Belgium? I don't know. Ah, liever koffie. Ah, right, okay. Yeah, because I like Madeira cake. You see, sort of the quatre quarts. You know, that's what we call it, quatre quarts. So you have 4 parts and you have the same amount of, you know, yeah. Dirk will have it with hot chocolate milk. Of course, he would have it with hot milk. Right, so I want just to thank you all for helping me with my thingy. And yeah, so I will be setting the reminder like I did this week, and of course like I said last week, because setting that reminder on YouTube helps you with your local time. So it appears to you, you see it in your local time, and that's the best thing about it, because I can't tell you which time you're in there, you know, and I don't know which. Yes, I'll have a look. Whisper. I'll have a look at the recipe, but of course I can't think of what it could be. But yes, I mean I have seen or heard it, but I haven't. I don't know what it is, but I'll look it up after. So I think it's good that you know, if you sort of midweek, if you keep an eye out, then you can press on it. So I will post it in the Facebook group, but also obviously it will post itself on the YouTube channel, and you just have to put the reminder on. So you click on it, and then you will be reminded. I don't know exactly how you will be reminded. Right, okay, because obviously my thing is different. I see it differently because I go into the creating page of YouTube, obviously, where I'm going to do my live, and then I see it counting down. So it's great for me as well. When I saw it counting down to like 3 minutes, that's when I thought, oh, I haven't got my cup of tea yet. And I saw you talking. I saw all of you talking already. That's wonderful. That's so nice. Ah, right, okay. So it's great that we've got that reminder and that we've got the countdown. And yeah, go ahead, go and have a little chat beforehand. Why not? Right, okay, so today I thought we could talk a little bit about the tips and tricks that you do when you're doing a blanket or a cowl. So, yes, you were all there early. I was still warming up my lights. You know, because this week we've done the maxi blocks, so the bigger design of the blocks, and you know, I am so... Yeah, you do have to have Facebook to be able to join the group, but if you just make yourself a profile, right, you don't have to put anything in it. You don't have to put any, you know, I don't personally, for myself, for my own personal profile on Facebook, I don't use it that much, okay? I do post sometimes, but I'm not sort of like some people, you know, some people, I don't know, have a cup of tea and they post it. I don't, okay? I sort of, you know, maybe 6 times a year I'll post something with my birthday or, you know, something like that. So if you're a bit wary of Facebook, just make yourself a profile, right? Don't do too much on that. You don't have to do all, you know, you don't, just fill out the basics, just your name. Everything else can be kept secret. And then you can go to the Facebook group and become a member. If you do, make sure you answer our questions. But you don't have to have a very or an active profile video. Yes, Julie, I've noticed that. So Julie is always posting Elvis videos and cat pictures. So yeah, I mean, post a couple of cat pictures, post some pet pictures, and that's your profile sorted. And then you can go and become a member of groups, and then you can be, you know, in that group, you know, sort of however active you want to be. And I know people who will just have a straightforward plain profile with nothing on, but they are members of groups, and that's what they are there. Yes, you have to use your own name, because that's the thing. You have to use your own name. So my own name is on there, and that's how it works, unfortunately. I know someone else who doesn't like her name being out there, and so she can't be a member of the group because she doesn't want her name to be out there. it's a bit of, you know, you have to weigh up having a plain profile with nothing on it and be active in the groups, or not be on there at all. Do you know what I mean? So if you want to be in the group and you want to be, you know, have that support, have that friendship from a group, then, you know, yes, this is it. I have found, you know, living abroad, I have found many people who I was no longer in contact with, and who I'm also not going to run into in the street because I'm not there where they live. So I'm in touch with a lot more people from my secondary school years, from primary school, you know, like that. So it's really nice to just not, how should I say it, not actively be in touch with them, but just passively see what they're up to. So I'll like their posts, I'll react to that, but I'm not going to sort of engage it with them. Do you know what I mean? I'm just knowing that they're there, that they're happy, that they've got a family themselves, that they've got children, you know, something like that. So it's nice to, you know, it's really, you have to see it in a nice way. But I also have had, and you have to be sort of world wise about this. For example, I have had people ask me to become friends, men, right? Asking to become friends, and I'm thinking, I don't know you, right? Then you go to their profile and there's nothing there, or it's like been made yesterday, and the name is too nice to be, the pictures are too nice to be true. Just, you know, ignore, right? You can ignore these things. And then at one point I thought, right, I'm getting so many requests to become friends. I have removed my gender from Facebook. So you can put female or male, and I've just not done that. And now I don't get any more requests because they don't know that I'm female or male. Because you know, maybe they, you know, I don't know how they choose who you are to send friend requests, but that sorted a lot of problems. So, you know, it's something like that. I don't fill in any of my likes. You know, there's loads of questions that you can answer, and I don't have any of that. So, you know. Yes, I'm glad. I haven't read all of it, Charlotte, but I know what your situation is, and I'm so glad that you have been able to keep up with Facebook and doing that. And I hope that, you know, you are being, you know, you're able to do the things that you like still. So that's really good. You know, because that is what helps you get through it, doesn't it? You know, just a little bit. Oh, wow, that's wonderful, Corinne. Just a little bit of interaction with other people, you know, where you can go and, you know, sort of have a little bit of your me time, you know, very, very important. So, yes, I am so pleased. Oh, what's wrong with your foot? Sorry, I didn't see that. It's funny because I read things and yes, this is it. So, you know, don't be too worried about Facebook. How should I say it? Know how to behave. Do you know what I mean by that? You know, don't go and, oh, you know, you decide what you're posting, basically. Don't go and post everything. Do you know what I mean? Just, you know, keep yourself at a distance from it, but in the groups that you are and that you... Ah, okay. Do you? Oh, okay. I don't know whether mine does. I'll have to keep an eye on my feet. But, you know, and then when you're in groups, discretion indeed, Pat, you know, and when you're in certain groups, you keep it within that topic. So for instance, you know, you could be in a crochet group, you could be in a sewing group, you could be in a group for running, you could be in a local group as well. So I'm also in a local group here for people of my town, and that's quite nice because then you find out things that are happening close by. I'm in my yoga group, yoga club group, you know, excuse me. So yeah, you just go to your interests, and then there you can, you know, you can post about your interests and about your things that you're interested in. But still, I am still very careful with what I post, because I don't want to sort of, again, I don't want to open myself up to other people's opinions, for instance. You know, so I don't think I've ever posted anything in my Exmouth group, you know, the town that I live in, because I just think, well, you know, I like to know what's going on, and I like to know what other people are doing, but not really what I don't want to let them know what I'm doing. Do you know what I mean? So I keep myself a little bit to myself. But of course, yes, there's loads of Elvis groups. Oh, right, okay. So yeah, that's the thing. Again, you don't know what the public opinion is in those groups. So I like knowing things about certain things, like for example, Elvis groups. Yes, I'll be more than happy to join an Elvis group, but I want it to be nice and supportive and happy, while other people will have their opinion, and then I think, well, I'm sorry, but that's not how I feel. You know what I mean? Like, you know, join the Ophelia Talks group. There's this, the lady herself, she posts like so many things. No, but do you know what I mean? I feel good posting in Ophelia Talks, because obviously I am talking about Ophelia Talks, and I know that we're all very supportive, and if anybody says something like, you know, I do think you should have done this, or maybe the colours is a little bit, you know, we accept that, and we think that's a person's opinion, and we still leave the you know, the room for their own opinion of the poster. But to start arguing about something, or, oh no, I'm sorry, this is the thing. This is why I was a little bit hesitant of starting the group. But I have to say, we've got a really nice group. I mean, I try. I try the. My only thing with that group, and this is nothing to do with you guys, obviously, it's just to do with Facebook. I thought if I started a group, and if I was admin, or whoever is admin of the group, and if I am the owner of the group, I would see every post. I don't. I do not see every post. Earlier I was going through some posts, and I found one from Friday that I hadn't seen. So it's so annoying. So please, I try to like or love every group, every post, but please, if I haven't, do not worry. It's just that I just haven't been shown that post. I go through the group so often, and I sometimes, some days, I just see the same post over and over again, and then the next hour I go through it again, and there's a post I haven't seen days ago. So it is really weird the way it works. But yes, I think exactly, Annie. I think our group works really well. We have Karen in there, who is really good at deleting the posts that have nothing to do with Ophelia Talks, and I apologise for that. I shouldn't be apologising, because it is the rules. Because there are loads of other groups out there. Oh, Charlotte, I have everything on, all notifications, all comments, all this, all that, and I still don't see it all. It's really, really weird. I think also, and sometimes the same posts keep coming back, and I think it's because people have commented on that post, and then that's the most recent thing. Oh, it's just, it's just, and also when I click on a notification, it just goes to the group. It doesn't even go to that post. Anyway, we'll live with it. But, you know, if you are not sure about Facebook, you can manage it by not giving away too much and by being more of an observer instead of being a active member. And join some groups of things that you're interested in, and, you know, be an observer. And if you think, yeah, I want to post something, do, right? But I think a thick skin is needed whatever you post. I am not so much talking about our group, because I think in our group it's just so nice. So nice. But in other groups, yes, you very often have to have a very thick skin. So be warned. But, you know, why I like to crochet, because I can make things, I can create things from a thread. It's a ball of thread and I can make things with it. Yes, giving opinions and suggestions, that's fine, but, you know, don't argue doing that. Do you know what I mean? You know, in some groups they'll straight away start arguing because they want to enforce their opinion. Well, in our group, I don't think anybody forces their opinion. They just say, yes, I think that's a good way, but, you know, yeah, I think it goes well. Oh, yes, yarn tangles are evil, evil, evil. And you know what they are? They are robbers of time. They are thieves. Yarn tangles are thieves. They thieve time. They steal time, don't they? Yep. Hi there. Tina, no. I just write it. I have just a Word document and I write it. I am trying to use an Excel now for numbering the rows, because I get a little bit confused for that. But no, it's a plain document. I write it the way you would write, you know, a letter or a story. I do use a little thing for the symbols, yeah. So the symbols are a program that I found online. I have it installed on my computer and I draw the diagrams with that. But then I have to copy, paste and snip and snap or whatever it's called, and then put it into my, it's a whole thing. You know, once you've drawn it into that program, you then have to, I think actually it's called crochet diagrams or something like that, or crochet design. I just found it on Google and it just has the symbols. So I've learned to work with it. It takes me a while to get into it each time, but once I'm in, it's fine. And I can do it quite quickly now. There is, but I don't know what that one is. I've never used Fiddle Stitch. Mine is, Crochet Charts, mine is called. It's really it's really simple. It's not that easy to work with, but it's okay. So then I've made it in that, then I have to copy paste, then I have to make it into a photo, because otherwise I can't use it on the site, on the WordPress. So I like the thing, but yeah, I write it in a Word blog, but then the diagrams are all separate in my folder, because I can't put them in, because I can't then post it all on the blog. So on the blog, it's all posted in the bits. So I have to, you know, get that from there, put that there, put that. It's a system. and it worked much better this time, the third time round. So yeah, I'm getting there. I've got it all in a folder, and there's folders in the folder. The blog is called Ophelia Talks Crochet.wordpress.com. Hej Leila, lekker. Kijk eens, schatje. Look. Kom jij bij mij zitten? Huh? Allee, vooruit. Ja, dat is goed. Dat is de doos met de koekjes. Allee. I've been crocheting for quite a long time, but not all the time. So I am making the kiss blanket. Sorry, somebody earlier asked me what I was making. I'm making the kiss blanket. I'm still working on that. Everybody on the Facebook group and you guys here are deciding on the colors, and so that's what I'm doing here. I've got some colors ready. Those are the ones you told me before. So we're doing, so hopefully, yes, I'm just finishing this row, and then we're doing lavender, and then we're going on to those colors. And I have been crocheting since primary school, but I haven't always done it because, you know, life takes over basically. And I am very comfortable at the moment. Look, look, look. Hey, dag Lelake. Ja, dat is schatje. Kijk eens, kijk eens. Oh. Look, look, look. There she is. She was the star of the show the other day. But yeah, so it's nice to, you know, to have her on my lap, but sometimes it just isn't. Yes, darling. And you know, I'm using this fleece blanket on my legs at the moment because she's just been going like this all the time. Yes, and I don't want to get her nails into one of my crochet blankets. This one here, I don't know who asked me this just earlier. It's the cowl blanket. It's the duck egg blanket. It's the cowl that we are doing at the moment. And this was this week's episode. And now, of course, the question is, what is going to be next week? Layla, yes, it's Layla. Oh, that's wonderful that you've made them to take to work. Yes, this bag is also a project that we did in January. It's the project bag cowl that we did. So over a number of weeks we made this project, and it's made from cord. Layla, what are you doing? Okay. Sometimes I'm like, oh! Okay, are you going to lie down now? Thank you. No, this blanket I made with all the patterns that my grandma used in her blankets. So I've got various blankets in a video that I showed you for you know, sort of for showing you which blankets I have that my grandma made me. And so in that video we can see, yes, I know, there's a camera. We can see the various stitches in the various blankets. So I came up with a design of a blanket cowl, so a crochet along with all her stitches in it. So people have been asking me about the multiples. But of course, there's various multiples in here. So sometimes we've had to, adjust the, the amount at the end. We've had to make adjustments to allow for the multiples. Because of course we started, let me just show you. We started with, I don't want to show you too much because you might, oh, did you see that? Did you see that? We started with this bit here, right? And that had a set amount, so I had to make sure that this was the right one. Okay. So we started with an amount that would work for this one, but then nothing else worked. And I know some of you are calling it fudging, but I had to allow for this because obviously otherwise we would never have been able to do this. And I just think adding one stitch at the end isn't that bad, okay? So as long as you kept that in mind, that's how it works and that's how it goes. You have to allow for things like that because otherwise we would not have been able to do that. So the next week we were doing these ones here, and I think somewhere so we had to do an extra one here, and it just didn't, I could not find a multiple that would work for all of it, okay? And then the divider sections, they seem to be all right, so that, of course, because we're not doing, oh yes, there we have to make an amend as well in the kisses row, because of course there you need a multiple of 2, and we don't have a multiple of 2, we have an uneven number. Then here we've got, of course, let me just hold it the right way round, we've got the heart, and oh my goodness, I am so pleased that more of you tried to do the heart after last week's live. I am really happy that I was able to encourage you to try it. How are you going to learn something else, something new otherwise, okay? Try it. If it didn't work, just rip out those rows and don't do it then. Do you see what I mean? It's worth giving it a go. You're not going to lose anything. You're not going to waste anything because we can reuse the yarn. The way I explained it last week was to take it in stages. And oh my goodness, so many more hearts appeared. And I was so pleased you took my advice of trying it. I have to say, yeah. So once, how should I say it? You know the lily pond? It's a design by Jane Crawford, and it's sort of the lily, it looks like a lily, sort of stand-up flowers in a lily pond. It's squares, it's tiles, it's long bits. Yeah, Lane. Oh! I was daunted by that. Okay, I was really, really daunted. I saw, yes, they're 3D flowers. I saw the pack in a shop and I thought, oh my goodness, that is so nice, but I am never going to be able to do that. This is what I told myself. So a year later, I finally bought the pack. And then I still was thinking, I can't do this. I'm not going to be able to do this. And then I read the pattern and I found out that it was 2 different sizes of hooks. And I was like, oh, my goodness, I can never do that. But of course, yeah, I had other things to do. I hadn't sort of time to concentrate on it. And then I think it was July time, my friend said, I really want to do the lily pond. I want to make it, shall we make it together? Because she knew I had the pack. And I said, yeah, that's fine. Let's make it together, because we were able to, see what we were doing. We were able to ask each other questions, blah, blah, blah. So I thought, right, great, we'll make it together. So we started on the 1st of, hi there, Jackie. We started on the 1st of August, and guess what? I finished it by the 31st. It was so easy. So sometimes you just don't, you feel a little bit overwhelmed, but you have got to try it. You've got to try it. Christine, if you just type in Lily Pond blanket in Google, you will find it, I am sure. They sell the packs at Wool Warehouse. I don't know whether they do at the moment, but they do. So, oh no, sometimes those packs are out of stock. Very often they're out of stock. So do go and have a look to see if you can find the pack. But if not, you'll have to sort of put one of those reminders. Sometimes they're out of stock, I know. Because my friend made the cherry blossom colouring. Actually, I have a video on me telling you about the Lily Pond blanket. Sort of just saying, you know, how I went about it, and obviously it's not my pattern, so I was just telling you that I did it and showing you it in the park. So oh wow, Lolita, that's wonderful. So yeah, so do go and have a look at that video if you want. But yes, it's on the Starcraft website, indeed, yes it is. And the pattern is available in various, is it UK, US as well, that it's available in the terminology. So yeah, but no, I really liked, and it looked so daunting to start with, but, and this is the thing, break it down, okay? Look at the first part and do that. That's what I wanted to achieve with this. Do those first 6 rows. Great, you've done them, right? Then find your middle and do your first hole. Next step done. Then, once you've got the first hole, you went out. Easy. Once you're doing that, it's easy to do that, right? And you're counting your stitches, and oh, all of a sudden you've got your 39. And then you're repeating. You're repeating 9 times. Easy. You've got more than half your heart already. Then you are used to making the holes, and you're used to, you know, skipping them and stuff like that. So this becomes a lot easier because you already know how to do it really well. So now you're putting in your V stitches again, right? So once you've done that one, you know that in the next row you'll need 3 more, or you'll need 3. In the next row you'll need 2 more, you'll need 5. Do you know what I mean? So once you're sort of, and then you've got your other 6 V-stitch rows to do, and it's done, you know? So yeah, I think you should at least try it, Karen. There's no harm in trying, okay? And someone put a little dragonfly in the middle. Oh my goodness, how pretty was that? That was so nice. So I'm going to look up how to do that, and I'm just going to do it in a tile to see how it would work out. But anyway, so then we've got the 2 divider sections. So this one here and this one are the same. Okay, you know, symmetry. Hi there, Sharon. Yes, a dragonfly. Yeah, I mean, to be honest, thinking now, I should have done that. Maybe I should have put that in, but that would have made it a little bit too daunting. I think that's what I've done is fine. But I love the dragonfly in there. I mean, that's just wonderful. Yeah. And then, of course, this week we had these. So again, we have to, no, not at all, not at all, Alicia. The heart is not, it's not easy. You have to concentrate. But, you know, give it a go, try it, because it's worth it. Okay? And also because the structure, what's it called again? Yeah, the structure changes, right? It's just, it stands out quite well. And somebody did it in another color even, or yeah, I mean, I've seen wonderful variations. It's been really, sometimes I think, oh, why didn't I do it in different colors? Anyway, so this is this week's episode, and I cannot believe it. Friday evening, 6 o'clock, the video came out. At 11 o'clock, somebody had finished the section. I mean, what? That is... You guys always say that I do speed crocheting. No, no, no. This lady, that was speed crocheting. She did it in an evening. And then, of course, we have next week's episode. Look at that. You didn't see anything. So yes, so there is next week's episode. There is a detail, but so this week we only have one video for the cowl, and that's on Friday for the next episode, because for this week there is no embellishment. Okay, so the extra video on Wednesday is going to be me showing you how I did my double border around my Havana blanket. So you remember I recently finished my Havana blanket, so I put a double border around that, and I sort of did my own version. So that's what I am going to be showing you in that video, just so that you know, because a lot of people were asking me how I was finishing that blanket, and how just to do my you know, a double border. Yes, I think for me personally, I really like my pegs, and I am, even now, just now, when you were, you know, you gave me all those colors, I always get confused with teal and petrol. So I got my pegs out, got the teal out, and I got the correct ball of yarn out. So because I didn't have a, look, my sleeve is gone, so I couldn't work you know, work out which color it was, teal or petrol, and I got my pegs out. But of course, when you're designing something, for me personally, you know, when I'm designing something for the channel, it's really nice to have those pegs, but also for you, for me to show you in the video which colors I'm using, because that's just nice to be able to hold up the pegs and to show you. The Havana also, I did my Havana in a particular color order, and so I've taken pictures of the pegs of the cowl, the pegs of the Havana, and so you can see you know, the order of the colors that I did. Sewing in the ends, actually I haven't done a video on that. I think there's a video on how to sew in your ends, but because obviously I had minimal ends to sew in, because I used one color, I think I didn't worry too much about it on here. But I think, yeah, there is somewhere, there's a video for me to for how I explain how I sew in my ends, I think. But if there isn't, then that's one I should be making. But I think I do it in quite a few videos as well. So hopefully I'll be able to you know, enlighten you on that subject. But on the other hand, where is my hook? I have nearly finished this row. So, Pat, yes, you've seen it, okay. Yes, the tea is rose, and it's really nice. It has a little bit of a sort of rose petal taste, and then something else red in there. See? It looks quite brown in the picture, but it's quite red in the real life. There we go. So I've got 3 double crochets. I am now doing a slip stitch, and the row is done. It only took 3 lives to complete the row. Never mind. Who's got their crochet buddy in use? Okay. No. I am going to make an effort for doing some more rows. Yeah, my mama, she likes putting in the ends. She's here. On Rachel's blanket, which I did for the Kath Kidston blanket, my mum sewed in all the ends. Well, more than half of the square she sewed the ends in. But that was really nice because that way we were all working on Rachel's blanket, so we were contributing to it. She was contributing to it as well. So I have got this end of yarn and I don't know where the middle is, so I'm just going to do it from the outside, which is going to be a nuisance because it's going to be rolling around, but there you go. Sometimes that happens. But yeah, sometime, with we still haven't talked about tips and tricks for the cowl, have we? I was going to say, some of you have noticed that the V section has gone in a little bit, but mine did the same, but it's fine now. So it will do something, but it's fine. Look, you really can't tell now that it did that. I mean, I'm holding it, I know, but I do try, and when I am making a blanket, I do try and lay it down quite often and look at it. Don't just keep crocheting and, sort of lose stitches and then you'll go into a, trapezium or whatever shape it is. But like this one, I'll be putting it on my bed just to make sure that everything's all right, and then I keep crocheting again. I keep doing that. And this one, I did notice the V section went in a little bit, but yeah, it wasn't. I thought, what am I going to do? But I left it, and by the time I sort of did all the rest and I put the border on, it's fine. I mean, yes, you can maybe see, if you look at it like that, you can see that those sections, this is a little bit longer than that one. Do you notice? But to be honest, I wouldn't worry about it, because when it's laying down or when it's just there, it's not going to be, be all that obvious. This is a single bed size, so it's about 1.10 meters wide to about 1.75 meters, 80. So it fits on a single bed, and you've seen the border now, haven't you? Look. So that's part of the border. And yeah, that hangs down really nicely. So I hope that you will like that when we get to doing that. But yes, so we've made labels for it. And I saw someone earlier who said I do it with my machine. And some machines obviously can do that, can do letters and numbers. Mine can't. So yeah, I'm just doing it with my... What is this? Chocolate on there? I'm just doing this with, by hand. But this will allow everybody to make it, obviously, because if you don't have a machine that does that, then, you can't make them. So I thought it would be good just to show you by hand how to do it. And again, it's a little bit of fabric. It's just trying it out. If it doesn't work out, you've not lost much, have you? Just that little bit of fabric. So do try it and see if you can make it. And what a year it has been for me to choose this as a label, right? I could have said Ophelia Talks, I could have said Anja, I could have said Muka, I could have anything but the year. But then my grandma also, generally she put the year. She put her name and she put the person who she made it for. So, oh, Charlotte, oh, that's such a shame, darling. But I'm sure, well, you've got your crochet hook, you've got the main thing, and who knows, you might be able to, you know, in the future, you might be able to get another sewing machine. A better one. Why not, hey? It's just, yeah, you know, and having the year on those blankets is just so lovely. Guess what, people? Guess what? My mum's watching. My mum found more of my grandma's blankets. She's found like 10 more blankets. Can you believe it? So I am going to be, the first time I go to my grandma, to my mum, we will be making another video. Do you know, years ago we got them all out, and when we got them out in the summer, I thought, was that all of them? So, no, it wasn't. There's a whole new set of blankets that was not, you know, looked at in that video in August. So yes, we will, the first time I go and visit her, we will be checking all those out, and we will be making another video to show you. Okay, Sheila, and you know, Rena, that's just, those are the ones we have. Those are the ones we have. She gave away so many blankets as well, you know. She gave away so many. It's unbelievable. Okay, so I am really pleased that my mum, she had a storage area. They moved recently, and she put lots of things in storage. They've been emptying this out, and they've been sorting stuff out. She said, I threw away so much again. There's no point in keeping too much. And she found these bags of blankets. Well, Waleshka, of course, I don't know. I can't go and see her at the moment. But yeah, I'm really pleased that she's found them. She was washing them the other day. And yeah, so hopefully we'll be making another video soon on them. And, you know, to show all of you. But yeah, it won't be for straight away because obviously, you know, we're all a bit stuck at home for the moment. But there you go. We'll make the best of it. Anyway, so this is it. So yeah, we will be, even if it's snowing, my mum says we will be showing you the blankets outside, you know, so we will be making sure you have a wonderful video to watch. But yeah, so we've had 1, 2, 3, 4 sections, and next Friday we have section number 5. There will be an embellishment video for that. As you can see, there is an embellishment, but the thing is, I wasn't too sure about this because, you know, there's a whole story about that. It's going to be very special. So, and then of course we're still waiting for the border. So there is still some work to do. But guess what? Guess what? You have been making this blanket for quite a few weeks now, and you've almost finished a whole blanket. And you've done things, some of you have been doing things in between. And this is the way, you know, this is the way you can get things done, by breaking them up and doing bits each day, each week, and there you go. And of course, having the encouragement of the group is just so wonderful. Because also, last week, after I said, post any progress, because I'm always saying post your progress, post your progress. And of course I mean any progress, you know. Don't just post your finished week, the current week. If you're behind, you're not behind. You're doing this blanket on your own pace and you are making progress too. And you can post that progress, whatever progress you're making, of course, you know. So that's what I want to see. I want to see wherever you are in your blanket, I want you to show us. Okay? I want you to show us because I am so curious about your color choices, about how you're doing it, you know. So it's just so lovely. Right, okay. So yes, I think a lot of people are actually they're already saying, oh, I'm going to make a blanket in this, I'm going to make a blanket, you know, all these patterns individually will make wonderful blankets, because that's how my grandma did it, you see. She did a whole blanket like this. She did a whole blanket, well, more than one, like this. She did a whole blanket in the V-stitch. I mean, I just put the heart in. She did a whole blanket with the bigger blocks. Do you know what I mean? So I am giving you these oh, Ellen, come on, keep working on it. Show us a picture of your basket. You know, so I am putting these stitches together, but on their own, they are blankets, because that's what my grandma did, you see. But what somebody just asked me is how you cope with it when it gets bigger, right? Okay, so you're working here and you've got this whole blanket. Look at that, right? What do you do with it? So what I tend to do is the following. I'm doing it. I haven't done this for a while, but the easiest and cleanest way of doing this is this. I roll it up, right? And I'm working like this. Yeah? So I've got the roll on my lap, and then I'm working. You go along, and then once you've finished the row, you turn the whole thing and off you go again. But of course, this isn't a blanket in rows, okay? So you'd have to re-roll it each time. But if it's getting too big, or you've got like Layla, you've got a cat on your lap, yeah, you just roll it up, put it on your lap like that. And then I once made a chunky blanket for my son, and oh my goodness, it was chunky, it was heavy, it was so cumbersome. I thought, I have got to do something. So that's when I started rolling it, and because it was chunky, oh my goodness, I had a row like this. So each time I finished the row, I was like weightlifting, doing this. You know? But it kept it really well. It kept it really well together, you know. And then when you've done sort of a little bit, then I sort of added another roll, and I kept going, and but it worked, and it kept, yeah, it was quite warm then as well, and it kept it from, you know, getting mucky and everything, or getting the cat hairs in it, you know. So now, of course, I've muddled it up because I thought I'd cut it off. I cut it off, didn't I? There's a thread in here now. Why is there a... Okay. I rolled up the end of the yarn into it. Oh dear. But yeah, so... Oh, Ellen, what was your colour then? Didn't you like the colour? Yeah, so somebody just asked that she thought hers looked looser than mine. Hi, Hedy. I use a 3.5 hook. And yes, my holes are minimal. I don't do a chain in between. I just do my 3 double crochets and then I move on. And I just do 2 chains in the corner like that. Didn't you like it, the parchment? I have to admit, Ellen, sometimes parchment can be a little bit thin. Yeah, to do a whole blanket maybe, yeah. But I find sometimes it can be quite thin as well. And that doesn't help either. So yes, it's the dye, isn't it? Oh, Ellen, honestly, maybe add some other colours to it. So I hope you can sort yourself out there. Otherwise, I'll have to tell Josephine to give you a talking to. Yeah, add some other colours to it, or keep the, maybe do the divider section in a different colour, then you can still use most of your parchment. Yes, it would be a good one for a vest. Okay, so this is what I did earlier. Okay, so like I said, it's all this Starcraft Special DK, and there's quite a few colours. There's new colours as well, which I did a video on, and of course I've had to sort of go behind the cal. So in a few weeks, when the cal is finished, that's when there will be another video for the new. That's when the video for the new colours will come out. So hopefully that won't be too long. But we've first got to. Yes, that blue is turquoise. Turquoise. Right, so let me get this started. I order it online, Susan, but yeah, I ordered it. I'm trying a new supplier, so I'll let you know about that really soon. Ingrid, I have a video on how to wash your blankets. I wash them quite regularly because, of course, of the cats. I just put them on a 30 degrees, 30-minute wash. I put my normal washing pod in. It's sort of a little small pod that I use, and I put vinegar in the conditioner thing. If it's a new blanket, I will also put vinegar in the washing powder container thing. Vinegar in the washing powder and the conditioner. And then, yeah, they come out really well. So I don't dry them in the dryer because I think that's too hot. Hi, Philip. But I just dry them outside or on my radiator here on an airer, and they're fine. They come out really fine. The vinegar I don't use fabric conditioner. I only ever use vinegar instead of fabric conditioner, because fabric conditioner, I don't like the smell of it, but vinegar preserves your colors, and your it makes it soft. When your things are dry, they're soft. And thank you, Wendy, thank you. And today I went out and bought 6 bottles of vinegar because I'd run out. Everything that I wash is been rinsed in vinegar instead of fabric conditioner, and it's so much better for your skin and for your insides of your washing machine as well. Yeah, vinegar is for dyeing as well. It sets the colors. So yeah, it comes out, yeah, it comes out feeling funny out of your washing machine. It feels a little bit funny, but then once it's dry, it's really soft and it smells just of your washing powder, not of the vinegar. Okay, my clothes do not smell of vinegar. I do not smell of vinegar when I walk around town. Ah. Yes, Charlotte, towels are so much more absorbent. Towels are so much better with the vinegar. Yeah. Yeah. So it is special cleaning vinegar. It's not well done, Ingrid. It's not cleaning vinegar. It's not hang on a minute. What am I saying? It's cleaning vinegar. It's from the cleaning aisle. It's in with the cleaning products, not with the food. Okay, it says it's Star Drops vinegar, and it's a spray, but I just unscrew the top and I just pour it in, because obviously I'm not going to spray in my thing because that takes too long. Yeah, but yeah, it's fish and chips, yes. To be honest, I have to say I used to use vinegar for cooking, but I bought it in really big bottles, like 2 liter bottles, really cheap from the supermarket in Belgium, because they didn't at that time. This is years ago. They didn't sell vinegar as cleaning vinegar just yet, but now they do, and yeah, just have a look. Have a look to see if they've got the vinegar. If you ever go to like Home Bargains or B&M, or I think they also have it in, do they have it in the range with their cleaning stuff? Then, get some supplies there, sort of buy a few bottles there. But they don't have it here in my local co-op. But yeah, you can, Linda, you can use local, you can use normal vinegar, but not the brown one, obviously. It needs to be white distilled vinegar, because otherwise you're going to get brown colours, right? I mean, this white t-shirt obviously has been treated with vinegar, and it would colour it a little bit if you used brown one, I think. I fill up the conditioner thing. I fill it up to the brim, because that's the amount. I don't know whether you would put that amount of conditioner in, but yeah, I just fill it up. 79. Yes, there you go, Charlotte. Home Bargains Star Drops cleaning vinegar, 79p. That's what I paid for it today. I bought 6 bottles. Because I ran out, and I normally go sort of every month. I go and buy my 6 bottles of vinegar, a supply of honey, all that. And so now I'm sorted. Yeah, double strength cleaning vinegar. I also use it for my, goodness, we're going to be, I also use it for my drains. So my sink, I put bicarb of soda, the cleaning stuff as well, again, in the cleaning aisle. The green bag, I put a heap full of that, vinegar on top, leave it to go through your pipes, and then pour hot boiling water over it, and that cleans your pipes on the inside and stops them from sort of being a bit smelly if they would be. But I do this quite regularly, and I add some Zoflora now as well to make it smell nice. So was that a trick that I hadn't told you guys yet? Oh, goodness me, we'll have to start. Do you know, on Saturdays I do this cooking thing, right? Maybe I should do a cleaning one. I'm talking about the vinegar and the bicarb of soda and oh goodness me. Well. Yes. Yeah, so so the vinegar in your washing machine, it also is very good for, yes, soda you can put in your washing machine as well. It's also very good for keeping the calcium at bay, the colic. Yeah. Yes, it did work for her, didn't it? Well, I was hoping to do the same for crochet, but yes, we're getting there. We're getting there. Oh dear. Yeah, how I clean. Do you know what? I'd rather crochet, to be honest. But there you go. Sometimes. Yes, so vinegar. Yeah, that is very right. I think it has saved me, but I cannot use bleach. So that's why I like using Dettol, vinegar and Zoflora. Those are my sort of go-to things. And the pink stuff. Oh, the bleach. I just no. There is no bleach in this house. And sometimes we, the shower does need a little bit of, because you get the mold. I do keep it at bay, but no, I can't. No, bleach is, no. I can't cope with it. It does. And it's not, it's not as chemical as other stuff. Anyway, darlings. Yes, this is a kiss blanket that I'm working on. It's a rectangular granny. Is this how I hold my hook? Yes, this is how I hold my hook. No. Yeah, swimming, but I cannot use any of those, Julie, because, goodness me, no. Sillet bang, bleach, no. I cannot go in the shops. I know exactly where the bleach is because I can't go there. I cannot go past the bleach. I know where the bleach is and I know where to hold my breath. There are aisles where I can't go in my supermarket. The ones where the bleach is. Yeah, maybe it's looking funny. Mildred. I worked that out. I worked out that she meant mildew. This is how I normally hold my hook. Oh, fish, yes. Isn't it? Maybe it's because you'd never see me holding it like this, because obviously you always see it from the top. Yeah. Let's not go into detail, Mother. Too much information. Yeah, I don't know how people can just say, oh, I just bleached the kitchen floor. I do not know how you can do it. I don't know. That would make me, if we use, oh wow, if we maybe the cleaning is the thing, Rafaela. Dettol, yes, Dettol my floors. I Dettol the floors. I Zoflora the floors, but I can't imagine bleaching the floors. That would, if I was to bleach a whole floor in my bathroom, I would not be able to enter my house for 2 weeks. Dirk cleaned the shower the other day with bleach, with a bleach spray to get rid of some of that mildew and the mold. I know, Raphael, it's amazing, isn't it? And he ran the water over it for like half an hour. He sprayed Zoflora. We had to put two wax melts on before I could enter the house again. And that was then 2 hours later. So yeah. Oh, Rafaela, it's wonderful. No. There's no bleach in this house at all. Apart from that black thing now that we had, but it's gone. So I know, Linda. I think I mentioned cleaning and more people came instead of crocheting. Or they're thinking, oh, that's been going on for a long time. That must be interesting. Anyway, I do hope that if you have got a problem, and I think people have been doing this, with the CAL, if you've had doubts or if you needed encouragement, you went to the Facebook group, and I hope you found the support and the encouragement there. And from all the posts that I've seen, so many wonderful posts, a lot of posts actually where I didn't have to, answer or anything. People had already answered questions. Zoflora. It's a disinfectant. So you sort of use a capful in water. Yes, that's it, Julie. That's the way you write it. And you sort of you can clean your worktops with it. You can clean your anything, floors. It disinfects. You do have to be careful with cats and pets. As long as it's wet, they shouldn't walk on it. But other than that, I make sure that whenever I use it on the floor, that they're fast asleep and that they don't, that they don't go on it. But yeah, that's what I use, and I'm really pleased that I found Zoflora. I always used to use Dettol anyway. Anja cleans. Yes, okay. Do you know, actually, that's not such a bad idea. Because lately, whenever I've had the baking, I've had biscuits. So I've made my biscuits. So whenever I would do a cleaning video, my house would actually get cleaned. So yeah, maybe next week we will do some clean my kitchen with me, and then I'll actually be cleaning it. Look. Yeah, I remember Jules. Oh wow. Is she okay? She's living on a farm now, isn't she? I think she's living her best life there. I think she is. Josephine was not very happy, was she? Or did she take to her later on? No, the thing is... yeah, Pat. Yeah, Crochet and Clean channel. The Crochet and Clean channel. The Clean and Crochet channel. The Clean Crochet channel. Oh well, the things we come up with. Anyway, peeps, I've got to go. We've been on here for an hour and a half nearly. Do you know, whatever it's called... Oh yeah, hang on. Crochet, Clean and Cook channel. The Clean Crochet Cooking channel. The Clean Crochet Cooking channel. Hello, here I am with another episode for the Clean Crochet Cooking channel, and today we are making a blanket which we're putting in the oven. Afterwards we shall be washing the blanket. Oh my goodness, we're having fun, aren't we? Right, everyone. I'm gonna go now. I've lost it. I have. Julie, you're absolutely right. Do come back to my Clean Crochet to my Clean Cooking Crochet channel. Right, everyone. I've had a wonderful time. Thank you so very much for all your crazy suggestions and all your lovely questions. I hope I've answered quite a few of them. I hope I have also given you a few tips and tricks for the CAL. Maybe not, but there you go. Do go to the Facebook group, check out more of my videos. I have had such a wonderful time. There is going to be a video for the Havana border that I will be doing this week on Wednesday, and on Friday there'll be the next episode of the cow. Thank you very, very much for joining me, and I will see you later. Bye. I'll be doing some cleaning later on. Bye. Have a nice day. Sleep well. Have a good afternoon. Have a good morning, wherever you are. Bye.